Alright, y'all. So I'm here to share a little tip on what I do to help me kind of stay on task. Uh, Again, this thing I'm going through affects your hormones, which affects your ability to concentrate, to focus, basically to get things done. Uh, you know, and with things like it's ADHD, basically, honestly. And I believe that ADHD, especially if you're aware of it, also brings a lot of anxiety because you're trying to focus on so many things. And at the end of the day, you look back and go, man, so much things I need to get done and I ain't get shit done, right? And a lot of people will tell you, oh, focus on your victories. And I'll say that. I'll say focus on your victories, right? And that's true, man. Focus on what you get done or what you got done and all that. But still, the shit piles up, right? And, focusing on and saying, oh, well, at least I got the dishes done today. Or, hey, today I got this done or I got that done. It's really hard to do that and then look around your house and go, shit, I didn't get that done, that done, that done. Look at my floor, look at my laundry, look at my kitchen, look at my so on and so forth, right? So what I started doing was, they tell you to make a list of tasks, things you need to get done the next day. And then the next day, look at that list, right? And then check off all the things you're getting done. Even that brings anxiety, and even that will bring, you're not really getting things done, right? Because you might go up and down the list and skip this task or skip that task, right? And when you look at it, yeah, you might look back at the list and go, oh, I got these things done. And then, they say, well, what you didn't get done, move on to the next day. Move it to the list for the next day. And then, shit, that list just keeps getting bigger, right? Because if you don't get enough done or you feel you don't get enough done, you don't feel like you've accomplished anything. So this is what I do. This is how I change that up, all right? Behind me is my little, scheduler, okay? And I, at one point in time, had that thing color-coded and all this other stuff, right? And it really sucked. Fly shit, all right? I got flies in my house. Duh. Anyway, so what I do now is I write down one task, okay? And under that one task, I write down these little subtasks, these things that I know that I gotta get done in order to get that done. A lot of times what also happens is we look at a task and we see everything around it and we get overwhelmed, right? Gotta clean the kitchen. You walk into the kitchen and your shelves are in disarray because you cooked last night and, didn't put things away. And that just added on top of the fact that you didn't do the dishes, which added on top of the fact that you didn't do the pots and pans, right? Which added on top of the fact that, oh, maybe you didn't put, the leftovers away. So now there's a pan in there sitting with whatever was in there last night, and now you got to scrape that off. And you go, I don't want to scrape that off, right? Because it's a pain in the ass. So on and so forth, right? You get overwhelmed, and you just end up not doing it or starting it and not finishing it, right? So I'm not going to use that as an example. But this was actually yesterday, right? And I needed to take out the garbage yesterday. It was one of the tasks I needed to get done, okay? The subtask under those was pick up trash in the living room / dining room, right? I had to do that. And pick up trash in the kids' room. 2 subtasks under this main task, okay? Underneath it, what I always do is in big fat lettering, I write bonus. The bonus for that one was clean kitchen bin, right? I've been wanting to clean my kitchen bin. You look at it. It's one of those things that I looked at and I was like, man, this thing is dirty. I got to clean it. But you also look at it and go, I don't want to touch that. I don't want to do that right now. I ain't got time for it. Blah, 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 right? So what I do next is the other thing that would stop me, and I think stops a lot of other people, is, again, we're hedonistic in general, right? That's what we are. We're pleasure seekers. And especially if you're in a lot of pain, if you're tired, if you're just dealing with everything, your recourse would be to go do something that you enjoy, besides drugs. So what I do then is I would take this, right? And I walk it over, because my thing is I love video games, right? Who doesn't, right? Or TV, or something to just get your mind off of things, right? And I need something that numbs my mind. I need mind numbing, right? Because my mind races and it's all over the damn place. So what I do then is I put it right there, right in front. Don't mind my TV. My son wipes it all the time because he has this thing about taking care of electronics because he watches those videos on YouTube. So my TV don't look too good. I don't care. All right, but I put it in front of my TV. Why do I put it in front of my TV? Because when I'm tired or when my mind is racing or when I can't focus or concentrate, usually I sit down right here on my couch, right? And I sit down right in front of my TV. All right, so there it is. It's right in front of my TV. In order for me to play my video games or do whatever, I would have to get up and move that out of the way, right? But I don't, because I'll look at it and go, hey, stay on task, Georgie. Stay on task, right? I don't erase that. I don't erase any of that. You know what I mean? Even after I pick up the trash in the living room, I don't erase it. I don't check it off. None of that. I leave it there until the entire thing is completed, okay? And then when it's completed, I erase it. So pause. So again, this was one of the tasks that I needed to get completed yesterday, right? I did complete these tasks to include the bonus, right? Now I didn't erase it because I was going to make this video today. But what I would have done when it was all said and done, right, is I would have erased all of this and removed it from in front of my TV, right? Now, this took me to get it done, take out the trash and pick up the trash and clean out the bin. I think it took me about 45 minutes, right? Because meticulous, right? So about 45 minutes. And then I would have erased it, okay? And I would have removed it from my TV. Now, the next thing I would have done is I would have written down another task that I wanted to get done today, okay? And then I would have hung this thing back up where you found it, okay? Then I would have taken some me time. And that's what I did yesterday. I took some me time. I played video games for about 30 minutes after I did all that, you know what I mean? And then I just laid down and chilled for about another 15, okay? And about a 45-minute break. Then I got up and I went back to my task board and I looked at what I had written and I would have gotten it done. Yesterday I didn't do that, obviously, because I didn't erase it. But I think I did that task later on in the day too. I'd already accomplished a couple of other things. So today, the task that I want to get done, or one of the tasks that I want to get done is mop my floors. My floors need some love, right? So, mop floors. Mop floors, right? That's my task for today. What's the subtask for it? Well, what floors do I need to get mopped, right? I need to hit up my kitchen. My kitchen needs some love. Shit, I can't write and record at the same time. Okay. Living room, definitely needs some love. And last but not least, my stairs. Okay. So there's 3 subtasks there today, okay, that I need to get done. Kitchen, living room, stairs. Okay. When it comes time for me to start these tasks, it ain't gonna be now because I'm actually gonna take some time and I'm gonna exercise and whatnot. But when it comes time for me to take those tasks and get these tasks done, I'm gonna put it in front of my TV. The bonus for this right? For me, at least, I don't know what would be a bonus for y'all, but a bonus task for this would be to do the baseboards. Because when you mop, you know what I'm saying? How many times have you mopped and slapped the mop against the wall and stuff like that, but just kept mopping? Try to hit that wall with the mop and try to mop off as much as you can, but it needs some love. All right, so I know my baseboards need some love, okay? Now, if I just put baseboards, that's anything, right? So, again, minimize the task, right, and make it simpler, and it's a bonus. If I don't get it done, I didn't get it done, it's fine. It was a bonus. It was something extra, something that I felt I could attempt to get done, right? So instead of just putting down baseboards, I'm going to put down kitchen baseboards, right? So once these 3 tasks get done, if I feel like I have the energy, if I'm feeling good, you know what I mean? I'm going to knock out them baseboards. If not, fuck the baseboards. On to another day, on to another task. It'll go on. But my kitchen floor will be clean. My living room floor will be clean. My stairs will be clean. And in that process, it's not going to be just a quick, simple swipe, right? I'm going to actually clean those floors and make them look real good. All right? So for now, this thing is going to get hung back up. All right, y'all. So there it is. Right up there. Right? And that's going to be my first task for the day. You know, I do this in the morning and knock out my first task for the day. And after that's done, I look at another task and write it down and look at the time, all that good stuff. I know my son's coming home early and whatnot today, so got to take that into account and got to factor that. So hell, the task might be take kids to the park, right? The task might be, you know, spend time with the kids or something, you know, read, do arts and crafts. That's also a task, right? Dealing with your kids is a task, right? They're just full of tasks that we have to do every day. You got to feed them, right? You got to make sure they're clean. You know, you got to give them love. You got to make sure you give them attention, all that stuff. These are things you do every day, right? But these are tasks that you accomplish every day, right? This ain't no job. Being a parent isn't a job. You're not getting paid for it, right? But it is full of tasks or assignments or things that need to get done, right? So you do put in work. You do put in work, right? But the payment for that, right? You ain't getting paid for your time, okay? My kids aren't paying me for my time as a father, right? Their repayment to me is the excellent work that they're doing in school, right? The excellent work they do at home, the love they give me, the support they give me, right? When they see me hurting, my kids understand, and my kids, again, special needs, autistic, ADHD, so on and so forth, right? But they understand because we have this bond, this connection, right? And you do that with your kids by completing tasks. So if you want to write down what you're going to do with your kids on here, right? Write it down. Hell, when the kids get home, share it with them. Hey, this is what we're going to do today, okay? We're going to go to the park. Subtask, all right? Eat McDonald's, right? Subtask. Come home, clean bedroom, whatever, right? Because maybe you want to do that with your kids too. Whatever. But whatever task you're going to do, right? Try this out. It might help. It's helping me. So that's it. Dad does it all. Real men crown kings, so on and so forth. Oh, look for them real men crown king videos, man, because I'm going to start making some videos acknowledging real men doing real men shit. One love.